Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I'm here with an update for my Yuh-portfolio. I'm recording this video 3-4 hours later than I recorded my video for the update of our ETF portfolio. So I'm trying my best and my portfolio is also trying its best because I'm really close to 6,000 Swiss francs. I'm at 5,979.06 Swiss francs. And the good news is right now, I know for sure, when a stock is going to diminish its dividend next year, it's not for sure, of course, but right now, in theory, I'm going to earn one extra month of investment money for my portfolio in dividends. So I invest every month 200 Swiss francs. If you like this journey, hit that subscribe button. I'm now at 410 subscribers. So I invest small amounts for this Yuh-portfolio, and next year I'm already certain to receive 200 Swiss francs minimum in dividends from my stocks in my portfolio. And this means that I earn a 13-month extra of investment money next year. So that's just great. And you can see it here in the title as well. I added Volkswagen and BKW again, each one share. Volkswagen, yeah, I still have the trading credits, so it's really cheap that I can pick up one extra share. It's the last one that I'm going to buy probably because otherwise I need to add two shares to make it reasonable for percentage-wise the costs compared to the cost of the stock itself. And I don't want to make my Volkswagen share too big. I think Volkswagen is a really good company. They are in a rough spot right now. They are getting hit left and right, but still they are selling a lot of cars. I see a lot of cars driving with Volkswagen, Audi, even Porsche because they own a part of Porsche as well. Don't forget that. They also have Lamborghini. It's incredible what they all have. So don't underestimate Volkswagen. They also made a deal for their motor producing part, or yeah, the their factory that makes engines. So they are trying to work on what they need to work on. So we have to give them time. And in the meantime, yeah, picking up some extra shares is great. But I think the next 4 or 5 months, I'm not going to touch Volkswagen. I'm just going to wait and see. And then if they keep dropping even below 70, I will try to pick up then 3 extra shares once they drop at a reasonable price so that I can buy 3 shares with my 200 Swiss francs that I invest monthly. So what I always do is go to my quadrants. So on the 23rd of July, I made my quadrants and these were the buyable ones. You see here Shell because there were only 4 buyables and I added Shell because yeah, there are 5 places and I need to add one extra here then. So that was Shell. Now it's buyable again. It came down because they sold a part of their yeah, renewable energy on the European continent. So I'm not that happy about that. I'm not going to lie because I liked the fact that Shell had a lot of renewable energy. Now they sold it to Total Energy and an investment firm for half of it. So no, I really don't like it that much. Okay, they are really hammering on the fact that they are going for profitability and everything, but they should think about the future as well. So I don't really like it. Maybe they are thinking, hey, it's going to cost a lot of money to do everything because they were still investing. And maybe they said, yeah, but it's too expensive. Maybe if we let somebody else do everything, and then in about 10 years, when they see that it's not bringing what they want, then we can buy it back cheaper. Maybe that's the way they are thinking, but yeah, I don't like the fact that they are getting rid of renewable energy sources that they made themselves with wind energy and solar panels. So, but BASF is still buyable. Swiss Re is actually quite buyable. I think this is the stock that I'm going to buy at the end of August. Swiss Re. They are still getting hit and their results are great. Zurich Insurance as well. They had great results, but still are not getting appreciation of the public. So yeah, they are where the punches are being dealt. So those are the companies that I like to pick up. So hopefully Swiss Re is still down at the end of this month, and then I can pick one share up. Then you have the buyable but needs to drop: Nestle, DHL, Logitech, Holcim, and Siemens. Siemens rose quite a lot the past week and a half. And then you have buyable but ENG once again. Yeah, they need to be below 10 and they are at 13, so they are really performing quite good. Still, I only have 5 shares. I picked them up for 75 euros, not a piece, but in total. So they rose quite a lot for me. So I'm big time in the green on ENG, but it was only with 75 euros that I invested towards it. So it's a bit of a pity, but it's just the way it is. Then you have Bayer, BSP, AB InBev, which is performing quite well. I like to see that. And then you have AXA, which is a PE of 13.09 compared to a PE of 12. So Swiss Re really, normally it's always one PE value higher than AXA, and now it is 1.5 PE higher. So that's quite a big difference compared to what it used to be. So it's always nice when you follow these things and you do the same thing as me, that you see that a stock like Swiss Re is actually quite cheap right now. Not buyable and reaching selling limit. Yeah, it's always they are always the same. So Accor, Eni, Enel, Infineon for sure, and then Swatch as well. Although Swatch, it's with earnings per share of 0.17. This is a bit deceptive, but still, Swatch, it isn't a good stock. I like Swatch a lot. They make nice watches. They have a lot of brands. They are underestimated and they do a lot for the Swiss watch industry. And then you have SAP, so the last is gone, that you know from the previous update. And SAP, it was at 20.56. So that was really annoying because after that it rose and rose and rose. The past 2 weeks it went up and up and up. Now I think it's already at a P of 26, 27. And it was really close to the value here of 20. And I was doubting to buy SAP over Volkswagen or BKW, but it didn't hit the value, and then the day after it just went insane. So even if I wanted to buy it, SAP, when I decided on it on Friday on the 24th, it started its rise and it went up immediately. It opened 8% higher. So yeah, it was a pity that I'm always investing on the 25th or a day earlier or a day earlier to see where the 25th is on a Saturday or a Sunday. But yeah, that's just the way it is. Probably SAP is going to go down once again when a new news hits the market, and then maybe I can pick it up. And if not, it's just the way it is. So I bought Volkswagen and BKW. These are the buys. So BKW, I bought one piece at 136.9 Swiss francs. I still have the trading credits, so I only had the tax duty that I needed to pay 0.10 Swiss francs, and in total that was then 137 Swiss francs. Volkswagen the same, one stock at 73.50 euros. So that's almost 5 euros cheaper than I bought it the month before. So it's incredible how Volkswagen is dropping and dropping. And I only needed to pay the taxes 0.11 euros, so even 1 cent cheaper than the previous month, where it was 0.12 euros the tax that I need to pay. So now it was 73.61 euros in total to buy one share of Volkswagen. And you see it's high risk, so don't copy me. Always do your own homework. It's not financial advice. So it's just telling how I'm investing my 200 Swiss francs that I have to spare every month. So on the 24th of July, I deposited the 200 Swiss francs. In total now, I have deposited 5,100 Swiss francs. And the total on my Yuh-portfolio is 5,979.06 Swiss francs. Here you can see all the trades. And because I had a dividend of Shell, you will see it in a minute, I didn't need to pay everything with Swiss francs converted to euro. I had a few euros to spare from Shell. So yeah, that's why I only needed to spend 63.69 Swiss francs on buying the share of Volkswagen, and the rest of the euros came from the dividend of Shell. And yeah, minus 137 Swiss francs of BKW, you already saw that, and 2 times 5 Swiss coins added to my portfolio. And on my balance, there is now 58.88 Swiss francs, so a little bit lower, almost 1 Swiss francs lower than the month before. And that's my cash position right now. So 0 euros left on my portfolio because all the euros were used to buy Volkswagen. And the Swiss coins, well, I have 5 Swiss coins from BKW and 5 Swiss coins from the buy from Volkswagen. So in total now I have 450 Swiss coins. You know by now, if you follow my channel, that the course of the Swiss coin is now stable for already a long time because they are not putting any money towards it anymore. That's what they decided. So maybe next year they are going to do it again. But now it stays stable at 0.02122296 Swiss francs. And because I have 450 Swiss coins, I have 9.55 Swiss francs in Swiss coin right now on my Yuh-portfolio. And on the 7th of August, so at the end of last Friday, the total deposited so far was 5,100 Swiss francs, and my total on the Yuh-portfolio was 5,979.06 Swiss francs. So if you subtract 58.88, you have more or less 5,936.88 Swiss francs left. And I have invested in total 5,309.93 Swiss francs. So that is with cost, with exchange cost, and with the reinvested dividend. And in total, my investments are worth 5,949.39. Of course, there is the 450 Swiss coins that make part of those that money. So 9.55 you need to subtract, and then you have 5,939.84. So once again, where those 3 Swiss francs are from, I don't know. I took the photograph on the screenshot just yeah, about an hour ago, 2 hours ago, and yeah, there is still a discrepancy between what is standing here and what my stocks were actually worth. So it's just a bit insane. But okay, the current profit or loss on my stocks is then 5,939.84 minus 5,309.93. So that is a plus of 629.91. So in total, I am up 11.86%. And that's an increase of 243.44 Swiss francs compared to last month, which is great, of course. My total profit and loss on all the deposited amount is 879.06. So yeah, that's just 5,100 plus 879.06 is this amount. So that's a plus of 17.24%. And of that amount, 178.45 Swiss francs comes from the dividends, that's 20.30%, and the rest, 79.70% or 700.61 Swiss francs, comes from appreciation of price of my stocks. And then here you can see the amount that I could spend towards Volkswagen, so 5.75 euros from the 17 shares that I have from Shell. There is no tax that I need to pay on this because it's an English firm, and in England you don't need to pay dividend taxes. You only need to pay the dividend taxes in the land where you are living. So I'm going to report this, the 5.75 euros, and then here in Switzerland, after my tax declaration, I'm going to pay my income taxes on this amount. And here still 0.92297 as exchange rate on the paper. So you saw with XYLF on our ETF portfolio that that exchange rate is gone. Hopefully with you, although they are related with Swissquote, I hope that they maintain the exchange rate here on the bottom, and I hope that Swissquote also returns the exchange rate on the PDFs. Hopefully they remake the PDFs as well, because I really need the exchange rate for my income statements. And this is the total overview of our to be expected dividends. So 1 share of BKW extra and 1 share of Volkswagen extra, which makes that the total in dividends from BKW is 19 Swiss francs that we can expect, and Volkswagen 41.60 euros. And this makes 75.34 Swiss francs in total and 138.14 euros. And with a conversion of 0.934 Swiss francs per euro, this comes to 204.37 Swiss francs over a whole year. And this is just fantastic. So that's always brutto amounts. Keep that in mind. I have to pay taxes on that, of course. But so far on my Yuh account, I received net 131.23 euros and 57.17 Swiss francs. And brut, this come down to 251.42 Swiss francs. So I already paid a lot of taxes on this, and yeah, Belgium, France, Germany, and Switzerland are good with those taxes, of course. And as long as they fix the roads that I'm using to drive home, I'm always happy. And also when they organize the public transport like they should, I'm not complaining. But in Switzerland, everything is okay. In France, it's reasonably okay. But in Belgium and in Germany, it's not the case. If you live there, you know what I mean. And then we can go to Getquin. Where is it? Here. Then we can go to Getquin. So right now it's 5,941.55 Swiss francs, they say. So it's already a little bit higher. If I add, in fact, my 58.88 Swiss francs, I'm at 6,000 Swiss francs in total. So that's really great. But you know, they always run further. So here the market closes. Okay, they are refreshing. Here the market closes at 17:35. Then you have only trading after the hour, so encore still 10 minutes to go. and then when the market is closed, it keeps continuing until the markets in the USA close, and that's how it goes at Getquin. So tomorrow at 8 o'clock they restart, and then the graph goes up and down once again. And here you can see with in total our positions for BKW, we are in the red, and I added to it. Volkswagen, I'm in the red, and I added to it. I'm not afraid that I added to them because I just think they are great companies. So why should I not invest into companies that I believe in, even though that they are in the red in my portfolio? So I'm averaging down, and that's the way I like doing things. As said in the beginning of the video, Volkswagen probably the next 4 or 5 months I'm not going to touch it anymore, just to see where it goes. I have already 682 Swiss francs invested into it. So now my position is 577. So in fact, it's my second largest position in invested money. So I'm not going to add any more. I'm going to see whether or not I can add to my BASF or Bayer or Swiss Re position. So I like those companies as well, even Nestle or Logitech. Anheuser-Busch is now quite expensive, but yeah, it's an interesting thing. It's investing is always funny, and you have to be open-minded. And if you look then here, my dividend for 2027 is even predicted to be 211 Swiss francs, so 7 francs more. I only love to see it, so I can't complain about that. Okay, I know Shell increased their dividend announcement for the next quarter already, so that has to do with it for sure. But for the rest, it's not that certain what the other firms are going to do. And yeah, ENG increasing their dividend with 13.12%. I don't know about that. I'm certainly not going to add stocks in the short term. Yeah, it needs to drop with 20% before I can do that. But you never know. And this year I can still expect which dividends. Well, I will show you. In August, I will receive a dividend from ENG. It's not that much, 1.87 Swiss francs. Then from Shell, I'm going to expect once again 5.37 Swiss francs. Then Logitech, 5.86 Swiss francs. Then Anheuser-Busch, it's only 0.15 euros per share that they paid out last year, so comes down to 0.90 Swiss francs. And then Shell once again at the end of the year with another 5.23 Swiss francs. So yeah, still a lot of dividends to come this year. Really happy to see that. And yeah, if you look at this, my total return is already 986 Swiss francs. So yeah, I can't complain at all how it is going on the stock market. I know it can go fast in the other direction. And when that happens, the thing is, don't panic, just keep doing what you are doing. So every month I will keep on adding the 200 Swiss francs, and that's just the way that yeah, things go. It's boring, I know, but boring works. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. That helps out the channel enormously. And see you next time on my YouTube channel. Bye.